that, look, you have families. We have families. The MDs have passed and gone. A lot of MDs have passed here. Tell me, one MD, the records are here. I am with the records. I'm the managing director. I have access to every information. Mention the MDs from Ayibonte time to Joabe time to even Mansa time. No MD. You see the record. And Ibusia Fongwa Atos has said to that extent. Never. This is the only time the record is showing that the immediate past MD, Alice, Madame Alice Ofori-Atta, every document you pick, Ofori-Atta. Land, everywhere, Ofori-Atta. So yesterday, the media came for clarification on some of these things. And I mean, I showed them evidence of land purchase, gave them the rundown of what is going on. And I in the course of that, I told them we have to do some land, audit to get to the bottom of all these issues and see if these things were done rightly or not. But on the face of it, morally, it was just too bad. I'm not saying that, when you check document, no one will say, oh, one or two are for us fine as a seal baby. No. But the way Akweti said, deliberately, share the thing to your family members. Somebody will tell you, oh, baby, pay for, oh, baby, publish it, and almost come with me to say. Why is it that one portion in Committee 24, just one portion, every 10 plots you pick, either 2 or 3 belongs to Ofori-Atta. Every 10 plots you pick, either 2 or 3 belongs to Ofori-Atta. It cannot be. It's not the only family. Look at, we have millions of families in this country.
MD Mamusa we say Ofa and Sasano Mako Tena, Emumino and Amiensa and F Ofori-Atta for there.
Exactly the point. In one portion, one place, they do your Committee 24. I hope in a year Jumawa. One portion penny a fine in a year's Hajuman. And we discovered this. So you can imagine, say, if we start here Jumawa, all the other ones were, and I have a duty to perform. And I'm catch all the projects I've just outlined earlier when we are going to do. So we cannot be doing these investigations. Moreover, there were state agencies are almost some investigation. So we are going to involve them to do the investigation and uncover all the riots that are taking place in this company.
And this Obi Peso Tassas or TDC and a publisher so or ton assassin and Nipanano Echo said the minimum say ton idea would you make a coto sanity.
She said, "Oh, be brave. Obino to me was saying, nobody beside. Yeah, catch up. So okay, you're free. After going through all the processes, the betting can say, okay, it's free. Then they start the process. Obi so to me about MD saying, oh, MD, me as a CEO, MD so as a CEO has it, which media map. Would you see would I and as would the factory be and as would the commercial business be? This is what we have published it on our website. They apply, then almost the top. So they have various ways. And we also hire institution. The institution will write to us, then we will then, do the necessary processes and catch from say yes, they are available and I say yeah, available. Okay. So there are several processes involved.
Right.
Regardless that all these processes, what I'm saying is that just imagine me we MD and I say me Inspector General of Police. Okay. Then every 10 policemen you pick, 2 or 3 of the policemen are Nepeku.
Okay. So Andy, in this case, we would process no fast toy. There to website, auction. And now say
once the process is completed, you will not be able to know process any panel fast over. Okay. You get my point. Once we start the process, we know where we are. To me, we say, or buy MD chain and MD no demand, MD a friend, not demand, or website no file, or trolley time bio. You can't know that one.
Okay.
In few cases, you see a letter of, somebody applying for the land. In few cases. But even applying for the land, it's a process. Maybe once I say, let me just say, can you write for this land because that is the process.
Okay. Now, Bibi or Sebia, Nipa Bakuntimi to assassin bia 3 acres and 4 acres. Emrebi or Hosana, say Nipa Bakuntimi to.
To be very honest with you, Emrebi and Hosa. Emrebi and Hosa. But a choir fast so I would be just a single and a year problem.
Okay.
Yes, I make us say, morally,
yeah,
once you are the MD, the managing director, no, so you ever come to here, and say, you can imagine what will happen in all these enterprises.
But maybe assassin war for Sana, Nipa Wakubit me to be breezer.
In Ghana, considering the economic conditions we find ourselves now, and at the right time, the investigations are going to go on. They will uncover all those things because we need to even know: did they pay for it at all?
Yes,
did they pay the real money? Did they pay the valid money? All these things. That is why we are calling for the state agencies that are responsible for investigations.
Okay.
Investigation. By the time they are done with the investigation, you see all these things. But on the face of it, on the face of it, this is what we have found.
Right.
Credible. Authentic. With documents to back it.
Didn't person busa say Neso be to assassin bia ye need records a chess or ton 100 cities and 200 cities. You need that records.
Records in but you know there's one thing that I had discovered something recently. There was this gentleman who announced this company that bought a land. Almost as a senior idiot. So, can you produce documents to that effect? Or the documents by and or the receipt to buy and sell? He paid for the land. And I said, no, I want to go beyond just receipt. Show me evidence of payment. Did you transfer the money to the account? Did you pay cash? Did you pay by check? I want evidence of payment, not just a receipt. Receipt, they'll give it to me natural.
Yeah.
I want evidence of payment. Up to now, the gentleman has just vanished. In PABU.
Wama.
I'm with you.
Whether by cash, check, or bank transfer.
One with you.
Now, no, what has
we have taken possession of the land.
Receipt in the sense, Cassan or the tone.
It's being bomb out. One with you. And we, TDC, now have taken possession of the land. And the man is not coming back again. Because that's why I'm telling you that these are the things that we do. We call it forensic audit. You go beyond the normal.
Okay. Now, because
so the back now see, okay, this is the evidence of payment. I did transfer. I did bank transfer. I did check.
Yeah.
You pick that and match it against the date and the statement.
Yeah.
So as for receipt, anybody can issue receipt. So you don't rely necessarily on receipt. Receipt is just one of the processes.
Okay. Now, Bibiso Hose Ebia as MD, wo intimate to asase dimu, and I went unya intimate to asase. Bibiso Hosa, Mrebi or Hosa.
I think that you are not getting it. I gave you the police example. If you are the IGP, every 10 policeman you pick, let's say we are IGP, me a Pekumansa.
Yeah.
Who Pekumansa no? Every 10 policeman be your family, your friend Pekumansa. And all these people, they are related to your family.
Okay.
I mean, is that right? Are you the only family in this country?
There be.
You're not the only family in this country. Okay. Is it just mere coincidence? IGP, I feel a lot of Ofori-Atta have become IGP, police officers. It cannot be a mere coincidence.
No.
Is it a mere coincidence? Once Madam Alice Ofori-Atta has become the managing director of TDC, so suddenly a lot of Ofori-Attas have bought land in TDC.
For how long? MD and also operate as MD.
I think during the whole term of Nana Akufo-Addo.
8 years now.
About 8 years, yes.
And yes, come to 24 there. Say what am I?
And what KTKTKTBO, in fact, over the whole 24 months, we can tell you, so we have worked on only just 5% of the 24. You young run in your name, we are by the time we but because the questions keep coming, and look, there are lots. Me, I'm restraining myself now so that we can finish the investigation. Look, there's one thing it catch you in there. Quite sure you are. Well, 5th station over quarter.
Really?
There's something a lot. The Kapakucho says here. Well, you give up. You just give up on Ghana. I'm telling you.
Mami teaser. Teho kakrebi.
Meanwhile.
Percent meda. Producer now from na birthday ni nka ode di ni birthday anka ye pa.
There be. I first one was about the ERP, that is a computer software, and I'm pushy, and I'm bar the TDC, and I'm a big class from. And after that, I call Vara. I mean, we are talking about hundreds of scandals that are here that I'm dealing with. But I'm not going to let it distract me at all. I have a core business, and I'm a cultural person. How we want to, by next year, we must be able to provide a minimum of 800 accommodations, 800 flats. It's ongoing. How we want to do 15-story buildings. Many of them, how we want to revamp our clubhouse to become a very nice one in Tema. How we want to, tidy up the system, do the reforms, and have a one-stop network that will network the entire company. That you can't bring a file to TDC and your file is missing. You can't bring a document here and you cannot track it. So these are the core business we are going to do. To come and account for your stewardship. That one, you have to account for your stewardship. So I have to be ready to account for the stewardship. Yes.
Sure. So when you are a part of the accountability for the previous MD, yes, sir.
Sure. Mate. We are civil servants, public servants for that matter. And yes, the constitution is there, what we are supposed to do, the policies in TDC, the policies in civil servants. I mean, we have to go by those things to do things. And yes, the privilege to become the managing director, what Daniel Superman or Superwoman, you decide what you want, you pick people at your will, no. You must live by the tenets of the law and the policies of that established organizations and state organizations.
Okay. Finally, we are finna how baby. Nano Ramsar site and Crofwa, yes, baby, Dani Sia in Yebugun Pacho, Yenya the power, the will to do the right thing.
Sure. The will has always been there. We are going to do something. In fact, you would have by the close of the day, but I know I'm so tired. So we have to hold on to the exercise and let's see what happens next week. We are determined to preserve that space so that since we talk the sono, because of that small gatano into me at once so we want to preserve that space that serves as a reservoir. A gene sono to na a train so that it doesn't flood homes. They say we allow people to build on that space, that plain, that serves as a reservoir for the water now. When it rains, where will the water go? It won't go anywhere. So what will happen is that the water will now then come to your home. The homes of people living around Ashama, Klagon, Committee 12, Committee 10. Then, Yeveka said, people's homes are flooded. They are not flooded. That is the cause of the flood. So we need to preserve that plain, that space. That is, take the water, then descend it gradually into the sea. Otherwise, one day, heavy rainfall back okay, motorway no obian to make possible. You can't go, you can't come. Because we've blocked the road, the water that flows under the motorway into the sea, and to make you. Now to the yaka. So she said these are some of the things we are doing to make sure we have to find a lasting solution, which we are doing. When I came, one of the things I did is to put up a committee of engineers to resolve two national issues in Tema. That is the Ramsar side issue and also the sewage situation in Tema. And in the coming days, some of these things will feature greatly, and you know what we are doing about it.
Yeah,